Hello folks, welcome to the second semi-final of the SSL. And I was expecting for you to hear a funny voice now.
I thought you were going to introduce me, Brian.
Oh, well, why don't you introduce yourself? No, I won't. These guys, Marcus and Friendly Bus, Marcus the Green Zerg on the left hand side of the Shattered Temple, Friendly Bus, the Ret Terran down at the south, assuming the maps are drawn the same way they're drawn on Earth. And the winner is going to get a shot to play against this guy.
Yeah, so my name is T, and I'm pretty psyched to be casting this game. A little bit invested in it myself, because I get to play the winner in the final.
So he's going to do a bit of, you can do a bit of scouting here.
Yeah, I do that.
Get
actually.
an insight into your opponent.
I was hoping for a Friendly Bus win, because ZBT was my better matchup at that stage.
Cool, but no spoilers, right?
No spoilers. And Marcus beat me in the first game, so I didn't really want him to win.
Yeah, well, and I know for a fact that Marcus is not keen on Zerg vs Zerg. He doesn't have a choice now, but you have a choice.
Yes.
Choice to hope that Friendly Bus wins. That is the choice you have made.
Yeah. And so we've usually seen some pretty macro-oriented builds out of Marcus these games.
Yeah, well, all the time. He's known as the Drone King.
Yep. So going for the old hatch first.
Yep, hatchery goes down on 15. Meanwhile, a wall off from Bus. Everything very standard. Nothing too exciting going on. So tell me, what's going through your head? You've got to get prepared for the finals, mate.
Yeah, so I'm sort of watching both of them. I kind of want to watch Marcus the most because Zerg vs Zerg was my worst matchup. But then I want to get a good spread on what Friendly Bus is going to do because his style will definitely affect how I'm going to play in the next game. I mean, he looked like he went gas before barracks almost.
I don't think so, but I might be wrong there. In any case, he looks otherwise pretty standard. Nothing too exciting going on. No serious yang. But Marcus has actually gone slightly odd build too. He's gotten hatchery and then gas before pull, which is not, it's not normal.
So they're probably going for a speedling kind of build.
Yeah, so he wants that, but it means his spawning pool's going. His spawning pool's going to be quite late.
Yeah, well, I think he'll be alright because Bus has not gone for the 2 racks option.
Yeah, he's got the factory, and has he even built a marine? No, he's not even building a marine. So
Hasn't really walled off yet.
He's not walled off. He's got no marine. He's building a second factory, so I'm guessing Hellions.
Yeah, Flame Hellions possibly.
That's completely bizarre, though. I mean, even with this late spawning pool, Zerglings could just about beat him. He's got no marine. That must be some kind of oversight. Marines are free.
Well, he has got a scout in Marcus's base, so he knows if there's any Zerglings going to come.
Yeah, that's true. Good call, Kara.
So,
in fact, he's managed to get away with quite a lot there. Thanks, I suppose, to that late pool, he was able to scout for 1,000,000 years. But no queen either, which is also kind of odd. No queens yet. Oh, here they come.
First Zerglings are up. Well, he was building a queen, which
Sure.
he could scout if he knew how to.
And blue is on the way.
Yeah.
Blue is on the way. Good call, Kara. And a single Hellion pops. A second one is coming. So it's just going to be 2 factories, no reactors.
Yeah, I was expecting to see a reactor on that second factory right there.
Yeah, or pop one on the barracks and swap it over.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just what it is. But this is going to go quite well because there's nothing but Zerglings. I have no idea why he wouldn't attack move to the tower.
A bit of serious supply block there for Bus.
Yeah, it's no joke, man. And now these Hellions are going to come into the natural, but there's a Spinecrawler awaiting them. And Spinecrawlers are pretty good against Hellions.
Yeah. Blue Flame not even done yet, so
Ooh.
it's kind of an early reveal there. But does deny a lot of mining time.
Yep, he does. He's forced to transfer all the way over. Probably a bit hasty for Marcus.
Yeah, it's a bit of an overreaction there for Marcus, I think.
But I guess, caution is the better part of valor, I've always said.
And,
So he's just going to continue with these Hellions.
Marcus does know that Blue Flame is on the way, so
He knows for sure. Well, he sees the tech lab working.
Yeah.
Siege mode now on the way, and he is getting a second tech lab So he's going to go straight into tanks from 2 factories. And let's see, he does have a marine now, folks. 2 marines even. So transitioning into bio maybe.
I'm going to say he's going to go for the standard marine.
Oh, I lost you there.
I'm going to say he's going to go for the standard marine tanks that are built.
Yeah, this Hellion opening has not done so
No,
well.
it's so flame. Oh, lining up.
Some.
Ooh.
Oh, there's a kill. You got
Yeah,
about
missed.
5
Oh,
there. And let's check it out. He's got 16 killed workers. That's pretty freaking
Oh,
good.
that was painful. That
No.
was just a lot of workers killed.
Oh. You're popping back in and out there, T. I'm
Sorry
afraid.
about that, Brian. Is that Skype just going down?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm getting some like breath off you. Are you breathing too heavily? You're getting excited.
Maybe getting a little bit excited about this game.
But every time I go to mention it, it sort of comes back. And so it's all good. So 2 spine collars and an Evo chamber making a sick wall at the front here. So no more Hellions are going to do much, I think. And with those queens as well. Unless he really sneaks in.
He could sneak around the top there and get into the
Yeah,
middle.
try and get some dronies.
He's still making Hellions because he must have done a lot of damage there and just thinks that he can continue to do damage.
Maybe end the game. But he's getting an armory. So is he anticipating some Thors? Or some Mutalisk maybe?
It's possible. He did kill a lot of drones there, so I don't see.
No, I mean Mutas. The lair isn't even fully morphed yet, so it's probably premature to go for the armory just yet. But anyway,
he just wants some
armors.
He's only got 1. He hasn't even started 1-1 yet, so he doesn't need that for the arms.
Yeah, it's a very strange move. Could be a blunder, but he is getting a second barracks finally.
Third factory.
Third factory, second barracks, and now the Hellions are coming in and they're all just going to die. But can they get a single shot on these drones? Maybe one last kill? Or a couple of kills there. This Hellion has got himself 7 kills. 8. And it's just going to be 8 as the roaches do put paid to all of that. Now you can hear some just like scratching noises. That's Steve. His anticipation for the final. He's finally lost control and is just in a fetal position on the ground, I think.
14 workers.
Oh, there he is.
Now. And the 14 workers to 30. Oh, 20 now. It's popping some more. But this
Friendly Bus has killed 37 drones in this game.
is a lot.
It's pretty intense, man. Second orbital coming in, so he's going to have a massive worker lead, 31 to 23, plus mule action, the unlimited money of Terran.
Yeah, and Marcus has not even scouted the expansion yet, so he's pretty far behind at this stage.
And those 3 factories are going to get a lot of tanks and Thors.
Yeah, and Tank Thor is a really, really good composition against
the roaches.
7 roaches.
Well, a lot of things are pretty good against 7 roaches, unless you're Protoss.
Yeah, so it's kind of Terran's game to lose right here.
Yeah, he's already got a supply lead, which is pretty rare. I mean, you expect the Zerg to be ahead in supply at this stage of the game. But the only thing is, I will say, is that he's got almost no Marines still. 3 Marines only. I really think he could bust out. He's got 300 minerals. Well, now he doesn't, but he could really, buy some Marines. They're so good. They're so multi-purpose.
He needs that 300 for a Thor, though.
Yeah, I feel like he could do with some Marine backup to help this out.
I think he actually has too many production facilities. 4 factories and 2 barracks.
He has 4 factories now?
Yeah.
Oh, far out.
So he can't support all of his...
No, he can't. Definitely not. Especially with this low saturation at his second base and with that supply block. Certainly can't support these production facilities when you're supply blocked.
Marcus pulled back up to 41 workers versus 38, so he's got his income going.
Marcus anticipating this from Bus, probably a case of knowing the man and knowing his style. He's anticipating him pulling back and just said, "It is time for me to get some freaking drones, dog."
Yeah,
he did so.
Realistically, that's the only way you could win this game is hoping for Friendly Bus to be passive. If Friendly Bus was going to come in again, he was dead anyway, so...
And they are going to be passive. Both guys busting down the rocks saying, "I want to know where to go at."
Yeah, Friendly Bus is special edition Thors right there.
Yeah, what's with them? They've got like little wings.
Collector's edition of some version of a game, some Blizzard game.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Yes. Yes, indeed they are. Maybe that's why he got the armory, because he really wanted to show off his stats.
No, I'm not suggesting that Boss is superficial like that. I'm suggesting that the whole notion is silly. He probably has no choice, right?
No, well, not if he has the special edition
Yeah,
version.
so hopefully he wanted to own the thing, independent of the Thors.
I would say so.
Oh, they're ridiculous. Oh, far out. The things that people will spend extra... They'll do anything to get you to spend an extra $10 on the game, huh?
Yeah, indeed. But I think it's probably from. I think it's from actually a WoW.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway,
99% of all art books are never opened.
the gold's going out for Marcus. Almost.
Yeah, Boss is going to scout it with these Hellions, and he kills off a tumor while he's at it. That's really good.
He's already attacked it a few times with his Hellions, but obviously Hellions don't do very much damage to the buildings.
Oops.
Yeah, so that one Hellion just sitting there on the outside of the creep, not doing a whole lot.
Well, he
Getting
can kill
a lot
this
of-
tumor if he... No, he can't. Sorry, he can't. He can't. It's cloaked. But this army for Bus is just chilling out, and Marcus, on the other hand, has got a huge, huge number of minerals just chilling. And he's getting Roach Burrow and Roach Burrow movement, so he's looking to, I suppose, spend some money on some roaches.
Yeah, well, he's getting a
Burrow
lot
in.
of roaches, really swelling forward with those. Maybe he wants to burrow and catch him off guard somewhere.
That's the plan, I think. Once he gets burrow movement done, he wants to burrow in among these Thors, maybe. Confuse the AI a little bit, or try and get behind some minerals. Get up on these tanks at the natural. Who knows, mate? Who knows?
Marcus really needs to get down these injects. His money's just skyrocketing.
He really needs to burrow this spine crawler. It's just sitting there.
Yeah, just gonna soak up some damage, I suppose.
Spine crawlers are great tanks when they don't attack. But here come the roaches. Oh, and burrow movement is done. Okay. It is
that
done.
gun is pretty good against roaches.
Yes, it is pretty much the roach game.
Although we do see 1-1 for Marcus here, and 0-0 on that mech.
Yeah, despite the armory,
Equal.
which we thought he might get for upgrades. Yeah, so supplies just about equal, and now Marcus is actually going to go the 2 times expand. So, big of a risk he's taking here. You know, could have spent that money on units, though he's not actually short of money. He's short of overlords.
Yeah, it's got some minimal saturation in his base. I think he needs to transfer some drones over to that gold. And put up a macro hatch.
Oh, yeah, well, he's getting that 4th or 5th base, so they can probably mean he doesn't need a macro hatch, but
Well,
when he's got this
gold,
much money.
when you got a gold as Zerg, you pretty much got to get a macro hatch because Zerglings are so supply inefficient.
Sure.
And they're the only unit that only costs minerals except for the Overlord, obviously. And spine crawlers.
Spine crawler's fairly supply efficient.
Yes.
But the roaches are going to burrow, and they're going to make a little crack Splinter Cell Sam Fisher attack team here. They're burrowed. This is tense.
Ooh.
Oh, it's like a little submarine. Can Friendly Bus see it? I mean, he can, in theory.
Yes. Obviously no
will
tech
he?
except for scans. And he has no scans at the moment.
But the question is, does he even have any clue at all? There's the blob on the map. I can see it. It's a black blob. Oh, down it. Is he going to see? I don't think he can see it, or he would have scanned a long time ago. But here it's going to come straight up under him. Oh, this is gross.
Yeah, I don't think it would turn out too well for him. The Thors do pretty well against roaches.
But he's got a total surround. And there's 2 tanks on the high ground, though, which are going to help. But no, down go the Thors, or down go the roaches. It's a pretty even trade, I think.
Yeah, in the burrow heal. Blue Flame Hellions doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, they pretty much suck against Thors. They are going to run in and try and do some harassment, but nothing doing. More roaches waiting for them. So now it's 162 supply to 133. And all Marcus can do right now is restock roaches. And he has got himself 32 of them, which is a pretty good job.
Friendly Bus got a reacted starport going on. I don't know what he wants that for.
He's got what, sorry?
Reacted starport there. Maybe in anticipation of some...
Medivacs?
Well, he hasn't got much bio, so...
Yeah, but he might want to do some funky Thor drop action. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. There's a spire coming up finally for Marcus, and that hive is morphing. So he's going into like full-on high-level Zerg action. Does need more drones on this gold. You can definitely see that. But he is building a shit ton of drones, and they are not going to the gold. They are going to the 4th base. Great.
Darren's actually had 77 workers compared to Marcus's 61. And
Too
he's got
many workers.
saturated like a bastard, so...
Look at the gold. It's like a Coruscant.
That's a little oversaturated.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, what else can he do that is oversaturated and is natural as well? He just needs to take that 4th, which he's taking now.
He just got too many SCVs. There's no number of bases, you know. You only have 200 supply. He's maxed out, and he's only got, you know, 120 of supply of army.
Yeah, at this point, he should throw down a bunch of CCs and get some mules going on, just sack all this.
I think a bunch of CCs is a bit premature. Maybe, you know, get one at the that 5th base. But I think, I mean, it's cool to think of getting like 7 CCs in your base and drop all these mules, but it might not be. Oh, fake drop. This is really nice. Marcus just throwing overlords out, pretending to be dropping, distract the army. Meanwhile, there's burrowed roaches.
As well.
Sorry? Yeah,
He actually got drop. I didn't notice him researching that.
Great Aspire on the way, and an Ultralisk Cavern, so he's going for the full might of the arsenal of the Zerg, and that scan is not going to catch him. It catches one tank shot. Does take out that tank, and now he's got a good concave on these Thors. And unfortunately, T is bugging out again.
He needs to start a step forward a little bit there.
Yep, get everyone firing, but he does kill it off pretty comfortably. And now there is a Thor drop. I was right. You were right. And he does run away. So that's actually quite clever from Friendly Bus. He noted the anti-air capabilities of Marcus are pretty slim. Just the Queens can shoot up. But he is going to get a Corruptor.
Yeah, there's a Thor in the main and a Thor sort of... Well, he just lost that Thor at the near the 4th there.
The one in the main is still doing damage.
Yeah.
Blasting away at the hive. It's going to get lifted now, I think. No, it's going to beat these roaches as they just line up single file. That's some dodgy ass micro, but he doesn't need micro when you have this kind of macro. Marcus is dominating now. 199 supply to 162, and he has got this massive ball of upgraded roaches, +2 attack, +1 armor, and they are just going to town. That 4th base forced to lift, and now he's into the production facilities, which are way out nowhere.
Yeah, that was a few racks at the inopportune location, I think.
And Tech Lab is going to go down. These Thors are going to go down. Mule is dropped. I don't know if that's, you know, if that was a resignation or just a silly mule for repair. It didn't repair anything, that's for sure. But no, it looks like he is going to fight on. Scans for the burrow. And he might just hold this. No, he won't, I don't think. Oh, Marcus not target firing those weakened Thors, and that could cost him. He is going to be cleaned up. So a lot of damage done, but actually, Bus managed to turn that around.
Yeah. But, what's that? 138 supply, 138 supply, so... Gotta get some injects going on for Marcus and some serious mining. He's not going to be able to remax very quickly.
No. Here comes some Corruptors, and he has got that Broodlord ability. Oh, in fact, he has like 1 billion Broodlords already. He has 8 Broodlords and 6 Corruptors, and these are going to look quite good. Although Thors, you know what? They're pretty good at shooting up. But
yeah,
the range of the Corruptor.
So they're really terrible against armored, and their huge collision radius just means that they can't get around those broodlings very easily.
Yeah, exactly. So what happens is the broodlords fire at them from out of range, and then the Thors pretty much just spaz while the broodlings chop away at them.
Yep. He's got that reactor starport there, so he can get some Vikings out.
But he doesn't know yet, as far as I know, about... He doesn't even know about the Spire, much less the Greater Spire.
True.
But he did just scan the army, so he knows the Broodlords are here. Get into gear. There are 8 Broodlords, 9, 10, 11 Broodlords. That's a lot. That is a lot of Broodlords.
Should really be trying to come in from the...
Another little fake drop, that was neat. You want him to come in from the southwest?
Yeah, I want to come from the water side of his base.
Yeah.
So can't get a attack from the ground, really.
Force him to go up on the ramp as well. His whole army's got to maneuver. He's not very mobile. Thors and tanks. This is not bio. You can't just stim and be wherever you want in in seconds.
Blue Flame Hellions going to the north expansion of Marcus.
And they do die. And these broodlings are going to die as well. Aww. Bleh. Massive SCV transfer. Look at that. Conga line. Or as HD StarCraft will call it, a Congo line.
I think he sent a mule in there as well.
Yeah, he did.
Oh
my god, another Conga line. That's intense. He just sent like 50 SCVs to that base.
He's slightly oversaturated.
He's now turned that. In fact, he's just going to bail. These SCVs are getting sacrificed. You lived a good life, but now your usefulness is finished. But here comes a massive battle as those SCVs do die. There's a couple of Banshees is what he's used those starports for.
Yeah, he's got a couple of Vikings out there which can kill every single one of these broodlords.
For free.
His
the Corruptors, where are they?
They're back up a little bit above the fight doing
the
nothing.
SCVs are not just sacrificing themselves, they're actually going to kill this queen. That's so cool.
Very nice SCV attack there.
But the broodlords are getting cleaned up. There's only 3 left. The Corruptors have come to save them from the Vikings, but the Thors are going to do the rest of the damage. No, yes, no.
These roaches just spazzing out.
They do survive. Some bad roach micro there, though. And he's going to take down this 4th, and it is looking scary now for Friendly Bus. It's now 185 for 113. He's gone to the fake island, but it's not going to be enough. And there was actually a Zergling drop in the main, and that's doing sick damage.
Yeah, he's not really looking at it.
Oh, just roach. Just roached. Just roasted. And the roaches are going to roast that command center with their acid spew.
It's sort of a nice multi-pronged attack here. There's roaches.
Yeah, it's done very well.
4th, there's roaches at the gold, there's like lings in the main.
He basically pushed the front and dropped lings in the main. And then when he saw that his opponent's defenses were pretty much broken, he was able to split his forces to take out those bases. But mass barracks, 8 barracks on the way here in the 5th base for Friendly Bus. He's in panic mode.
Stim did finish up about 27 minutes.
Stim pack has been researched, folks. So what Friendly Bus is doing right now is he's just challenging himself. He's saying, can I win from this horrible position? The answer is probably yes, because Terran is a laugh.
Yep.
But no, I actually do think the writing's on the wall here. Marcus looking very, very strong. Doesn't look like Friendly Bus can come back from this. Barracks is going to go down. These broodlords just picking away at everything. And actually, that's all the fighting that's going on. But there's another drop coming into the main base.
Ooh, pretty big drop
of
there.
roaches.
Take out
this
all.
is probably going to end the game.
And here come 3 more Thors, 2 more Vikings, 2 tanks.
Banshee just shooting the broodlings as they spawn. Super funny. But here comes the drop. The roaches do take down 1 factory. They take down the main command center. And this is a nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Ugh. Ugh.
Pretty much over at this point.
Yeah. We're just waiting for Friendly Bus to leave at this point.
What he needed to do was put those Blue Flame Hellions with the Thors against the Broodlords.
Yeah, they can really roast those broodlings. But what he needed to do was get some Marines earlier in the game, I think. Pretty funky composition with almost no bio. And I think that's a bad move. Bio is so strong and so mobile. And
So-
Marcus was able to abuse the lack of mobility that his Terran opponent had, with those drops especially.
I mean, Marcus did capitalize on his lack of mobility, but I think pure mech against Zerg is actually really strong at times. If you can zone the Zerg out of your base, just macro up,
Another drop in the 5th. But go on.
just macro up and max out and just attack. The Zerg can't do much about it because he's just so cost efficient on the mech side.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Zergs are starting to use drops more and more. And that's the kind of thing that you really can't... You can't keep a Zerg in his base anymore. Between drops and a Nidus, ugh, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
So this game's over. 186 to 65. It's triple supply. They're going to kill this double depot. And there's the GG. Whoa. Good game.
It's a good game.
So Marcus quite dominant, really.
Yeah, well, he did get the 2-2 ups, and there were no upgrades for the Terran. So I think
Yeah.
that kind of swung the game a lot. Some
Massive
serious
blunder.
macro there.
Because there were some seriously close fights that would have been different if there was just a single upgrade for that Terran. Um, but yeah, great comeback from Marcus after he lost all those workers to the Hellions. And let's move on to game 2.
Excellent. Sounds good.